Mizpah TV, keeping the fire of the altar burning.
Asubuhi njema mpenzi mtazamaji, tunakukaribisha katika kipindi cha The Nuru Morning Show hapa katika runinga Mizpah TV. Karibuni sana wapenzi watazamaji, na ninatumai ya kwamba mmekuwa na usiku ambao umekuwa ni usiku mwema. Pia nasi asubuhi ya leo tuna kila sababu ya kumrudishia Mungu shukrani. Ni kwa sababu amezidi kuwa mwaminifu katika kila hali, amezidi kutuonekania. Tunamshukuru kwa sababu ya wema wake, hata kufika umbali huu imegharimu mkono wake. Ndipo asubuhi ya leo tukiangazia mengi ambayo yametukia katika taifa letu, bado tuko na sababu ya kumrudishia Mungu shukrani. Na katika studio zetu siku ya leo tunafanya uchambuzi wa magazeti na Mr. Kemotho. Good morning Mr. Kemotho.
Good morning.
Ninatumai kwamba uko mzima.
Kwa mzima kabisa na nashukuru.
Yes.
Tunakaribisha pia watazamaji wetu kwenye show ili tuweze kuangalia ni yapi ambayo tutaweza kuangalia siku ya leo. Karibuni sana.
Asante sana. Na ninatumai ya kwamba mpenzi mtazamaji umeweza kujiandaa ili tukaweza kuangazia mengi ambayo yako katika magazeti katika taifa letu na pia katika nje ya taifa letu. Na ninajua kwamba katika magazeti siku ya leo kuna mengi ambayo yameangaziwa, lakini kabla hatujaingia katika magazeti, ningependa kwamba we have the verse of the day. And the verse of the day for today comes from the book of Psalms chapter 139 verse 13 to 14. Psalms 139 verse 13 to 14. And the Bible says, you made all the delicate inner parts of my body and knit me together in my mother's womb. Thank you for making me so wonderful complex. Your workmanship is a marvelous. How well I know it. Na mpenzi mtazamaji, this particular verse ambayo tuko nayo asubuhi ya leo inatuambia kwamba ni Mungu ambaye alitutengeneza. Ni kwamba ni Mungu ambaye ni muumbaji. Na kuna mengi ambayo Mungu aliumba, mengine hata hatuyajui katika maisha yetu. Ya kwamba tunaambia you made all the delicate inner part of my body. Ya kwamba ni Mungu ambaye ametengeneza kila kiungo ambacho tuko nacho. Na tunaambia kwamba that and knit me together in my mother's womb. And you can imagine the kind of knowledge ambayo Mungu alikuwa nayo akimuumba mwanadamu. Ni kwa sababu ukiangalia mtu kwa nje hauwezi kujua ya kwamba kuna vitu vingi ambavyo vimeweza kukutanishwa ndiposa wewe ukawa hai siku ya leo. Na ukiangalia pale tunaambia kwamba and knit me together in my mother's womb. And that is a mystery. Ya kwamba Mungu alitutengeneza tukiwa katika tumbo za mama yetu ama za mama zetu, tuliweza kuumbwa pale with technology ambayo hata labda haijawahi kuonekana katika dunia. Na tunaambia kwamba in that verse 14 inasema ya kwamba thank you for making me so wonderfully complex. Ya kwamba Mungu alituumba kwa njia ambayo ni ya kipekee sana. Na mpenzi mtazamaji, siku ya leo ujue ya kwamba wewe umeumbwa kwa njia ambayo ni nzuri. Na tunaona in verse 14 inaanza kusema ya kwamba thank you. Inatuonyesha ya kwamba inatupasa kila asubuhi ya kwamba tuwe na shukrani, ya kwamba Mungu alitutengeneza kwa njia ambayo ni maalum, ya kwamba ijapokuwa uko na kuna zile vitu ambazo tunapitia, you must realize that God made us in a very complex way and in a wonderfully ameweza kututengeneza in a very wonderful way, ya kwamba tumeumbwa kwa njia ambayo si ya ukawaida. Na inasema ya kwamba pale mwisho ya kwamba your workmanship is marvelous. Ya kwamba yeye ni Mungu ambaye anatengeneza vitu ambavyo vinashangaza. Kama vile tuliweza kuumbwa, we are just a part of his workmanship. Na tunaambia kwamba how well I know it. Na tunaambia kwamba the workmanship is marvelous, how well I know it. Ni kwa sababu there is a limit ambayo sisi kama wanadamu tunajua, na kuna nyingine ambayo sasa hatuwezi kuelewa. Ni kwa sababu ni Mungu ambaye ametutengeneza. Mr. Kemotho, what do you have to say about this particular verse?
Every time ambayo tunasoma verse ya Psalms inanifurahisha sana. Because I always say that he was a king.
Yeah.
Wakati anaongea haya maneno anaongea out of so much humility ambayo ako nayo, na him having the rank ambayo alikuwa ako nayo, na yeye bado ananyenyekea. It shows that hata no matter the position you are, you have to remember certain things ambazo huwa natukumbusha kila siku. And the other thing is that it's very wonderful, and I remember that is appear our apostle here, Dr. Jesse Karanja alikuwa akihubiri one day na akasema it's so amazing how a child grows inside the womb of a mother.
Yeah.
It is something that hadi scientists tu wanajaribu kutuonesha, but you can imagine hadi makucha inakuwa akiwa ndani yake, the bones vile ambavyo zina form pale. Then baada ya hayo alikuwa anasema it's so wonderful, so that hadi haya makucha haujui vile inafanyika, unakuta tu bado, hata ukikata unakuta bado. Yeah. So it is very amazing. That's why unaona hiyo that is a Bible verse ambavyo that is Psalms inaweza kusema kuna hiyo the wonders that is ambayo Mungu anafanya, na ukiangalia pale anasema how wonderful kulingana na ile creation yake. So and that's why pia tukicombine ile verse nyingine ambayo huwa inasema we are all created we are fearfully and wonderfully made. Kwa sababu it is a wonder. Yeah. Because unaamka unapata hadi nywele yako inamea tu, yani bila hakuna kitu umefanyia. So all those wonders, so we have something to give thanks for. We have something that we can actually each and every day say thank you. That is to God.
Yeah, and ninajua kwamba that is a wonder ambayo tuko nayo asubuhi leo. And I just want niseme ya kwamba Mr. Kemotho, the Ladies of Nobility Conference 2026 is here now.
Yeah.
Na ninaona ya kwamba maandalizi yamezidi kukamilika. Niliona ya kwamba hema sasa iko tayari. Na this particular meeting that has been prepared by Reverend Margaret Karanja together with Apostle Dr. Jesse Karanja. It is a meeting that will be beginning on the 17th of August to the 21st of August, because all the ladies will be gathering here at Mizpah Prayer Center for this particular conference ambayo itakuwa ikifanyika. Na ninajua kwamba last year it was very wonderful. It was really a wonderful conference. Na ninajua kwamba mwaka huu watu watarajie nini?
Kuna wale guest ambao wanakuja.
Yes.
Tukianza na that is a guest ambao tuko nao hapa. That is Dr. That is Margaret. Na pia our apostle pia bado utakuweko. Tuko pia na wale wageni wengine ambao wataweza kukuja pale. Na kwa sababu ya yale maandalizi ambayo yamekuwa hapa, kwa sababu pia hadi ya wale waombezi ambao pia wamekuwa kiombea huu mkutano, those who are coming, this should actually come with an open heart.
Yeah, sure.
They should expect that God is going to meet that is they are going now to meet the princes. Na pia yale mahitaji yote ambao wako nayo yote na yote Mungu ataweza kuyashughulikia. Na tuliona last year pia kulikuwa na wale ambao wengi walikuja wakaombewa. Tumekuwa tukiona that is a miujiza ilifanyika. Tumekuwa tukiona pia testimonies ya wale watu ambao walitendewa mambo mengi, and it is a free of charge meeting. Apart from wale ambao wangetaka kuboard, you can make those arrangement with the number on your screen. So they should come with an open heart. They should come expecting that is God is going to do something to their lives.
Yes, and I just want to pray that hata pia wazazi na kina mama ambao watakuja, you can just come with your daughters, because it will be a moment of shaping them. Ni kwa sababu watakuwa ni hao viongozi wa siku zijazo, na itakuwa ni baraka ya wakati ambapo wanakuja wanaona ya kwamba kama wewe unaomba, kama wewe unakuja na kujimwaga mbele za Bwana, na unakuwa na wakati wa kuweza kukuja katika kongamano hili, you are building a foundation katika maisha yao ambayo itazidi kuwasaidia katika maisha yao, kwa sababu neno la Mungu linasema ya kwamba mfunze mtoto katika njia za Mungu, na hata akiwa mkubwa hataziwacha. Na ninajua kwamba kuna mengi ambayo yatafanyika katika mkutano huo ambao umeandaliwa katika mlimo Mizpah Prayer Center. Na katika gazeti la The Daily Nation, Mr. Kemotho, ninaona pale the headline tunaambia kwamba Ruto borrows from Kibaki's playbook. That is one of the stories ambayo imeangaziwa hapa. Na ninaona ya kwamba another story, kuna Mount Kenya leaders flee UDA biting cold, and many other stories ambazo zimekuwa zikiangaziwa hapa. And now as I begin with this particular story ambayo iko in the front page ya gazeti la The Daily Nation, ningependa wacha nianze na this particular story ambayo imeangaziwa hapa, that more Mount Kenya leaders flee UDA biting cold. And this particular story tutaipata katika page 12 ya gazeti la The Daily Nation, na hapa tunaambia kwamba a growing number of UDA leaders and other allied to the ruling party say they will abandon the outfit, citing hostility in the region and fallout over grassroots election. And katika gazeti hili wameweza kuangazia some of the leaders ambao wameweza kujiondoa katika chama tawala cha UDA. Tuko na governor wa Murang'a, that is Irungu Kang'ata. Tuko na governor wa Kiambu ambaye ni a recent person ambaye ameweza kusema ya kwamba hata kuwa akisimama na chama hiki cha UDA, ambaye ni Kimani wa Matangi. Kuko na Nyandarua wa governor Moses Badilisha, and pia tuko na Gatondo South MP ambaye ni Gabriel Kagombe. Tuko na Lamu women representative Mudhoni Marabu, and this particular story imeweza kuangaziwa katika page 12, na ninajua kwamba ni masuala mengi ambayo yamezidi kuangaziwa hapa ni kwa sababu ya this particular thing, msukasuko ambao uko katika chama cha UDA. Na tunaambiwa hapa ya kwamba a growing number of Kenya politicians who helped President William Ruto and his United Democratic Alliance win in the region in 2022 are abandoning the ruling party in an exodus threatening to reshape the region alliances ahead of 2027 general election. And this is something ambayo imeweza kuangaziwa hapa ni kwa sababu baadhi ya hawa viongozi ambao wameweza kujiondoa katika chama hiki cha UDA wameweza kusema ya kwamba wamekuwa wakipitia changamoto nyingi katika chama hicho, na pia wameweza kusema ya kwamba wananchi ambao wako pale chini wamekuwa wakiwaambia kwamba hawana imani na chama hiki, kama vile imeweza kuangaziwa hapa, because hapa wameweza kusema kwamba the latest wameweza kusema ya kwamba amesema ya kwamba who says that he can no longer convince voters to support Dr. William Ruto re-election bid as the hostility towards UDA grows in the region. Na this is one of the thing ambayo imeweza kuangaziwa hapa ni kwa sababu kuna chama ambacho kimeweza kuinuka ambacho ni chama cha DCP ambacho kimeweza kufanya ya kwamba ufuasi wa chama cha UDA ukaweza kupungua katika eneo hili la Mount Kenya region na pia maeneo mengine. Na tunaona ya kwamba some of the leaders waliweza kutoa maoni yao kuhusu ni nini ambacho kiliweza kusababisha wakaweza kujiondoa katika chama hiki. Tunaona ya kwamba kuna governor wa Murang'a Irungu Kang'ata ambaye ameweza kusema baadhi ya sababu, na pia kuna Kiari Badilisha ambaye ni governor wa Nyandarua County, and tunaambiwa katika gazeti hili that more other leaders watakuwa wakiondoka katika chama hicho ni baada ya kukuwa na msukosuko na kuona ya kwamba kuna changamoto ambazo ziko katika chama hiki. Na that particular story it is on page 12 ya gazeti la The Daily Nation na imeweza kuangaziwa pale, na tunaambia ya kwamba mwisho ya kwamba you can imagine the feeling when Mr. Arati demanded the seat occupied by our own professor, that is Kithure Kindiki, as he sat there. And this is one of the challenges ambazo zimekuwa pale, ni kwa sababu wale wanachama wa chama cha ODM wamekuwa wakisema ya kwamba wanataka kiti cha naibu wa rais, and this particular demand imekuwa ikifanya ya kwamba wananchi waone ya kwamba wameweza wananchi wa eneo hili la Mount Kenya region waone ya kwamba wameanza kutengwa katika serikali ambayo ilitengenezwa na chama hiki cha UDA pamoja na vyama vingine. Na tunaambia kwamba that particular thing ilionyesha ya kwamba wamekosa hata heshima na naibu wa rais, kama vile imeweza kuangaziwa hapa, na the president did not accept and did not deny, and this is one of the meetings ambayo pale the governor wa Kisii ambaye ni Simba Arati aliweza kusema ya kwamba they demand that particular seat ya the deputy president. And Mr. Kemotho, tunaona ya kwamba kuna mabadiliko ambayo yameanza katika vyama
na pia at the same time unajua na tumeingia kwa that is the political season. That's unaona gazeti imejaa a lot of politics, imejaa masuala mengi. Angalia hapa page 8 that is inaongea mambo ya opposition leaders. Na inasema opposition leaders agreed to settle differences behind closed doors. Ukumbuke pia kulikuwa na ile msukosuko ambao ulikuwa pale kwa opposition ambao pia tuliona Justin Muturi na viongozi wengine pia kuna vile ambavyo waliweza kuongea, na tumekuwa tukiona that is mikutano mengi ambayo imekuwa yakipangwa pale, Ukiangalia hapa gazeti linasema resolution was agreed upon, that is when the leaders met. Tuliona kulikuwa na mkutano ambao Rigathi Gachagua ambaye ni wa DCP, Martha Karua ambaye ni wa PLP, kulikuwa na Justin Muturi ambaye ni wa DP, kulikuwa na Peter Munya ambaye ni wa PNU, and Lenny Kivuti ambaye ni wa that is a Democratic Empowerment Party. Kumbuke hawa, that is the three, walikuwa wamefanya press waki accuse that is Gachagua kwa sababu ya kuundermine the other parties. Na pia watu waka agree ya kwamba that is wote wataweza kuheshimiana na kila mtu ataweza kuheshimu that is kile chama kile kingine. So those are some of the things ambazo tunaona that is zikiwa zikiendelea hapa, because niliona pia that is the DCP leader akiwakumbusha kwamba we have one agenda and we should focus on that one agenda. But na pia the same time kutokana na huo mkutano tumeona that is imefika mahali Martha Karua sasa yeye ni kama ameweza kuwakutanisha that is wote pamoja, because ukiangalia now after the meeting Gachagua hailed Karua for bringing together leaders of the united opposition. Thank you my sister Martha Karua for being the mother of our liberation and bringing us together. So unaona pia nao pia wanajipanga pange. Remember that is wale wabunge wengi ambao wako DCP wengi walikuwa kwenye mrengo that is our UDA. So kuna ile bado follow that is ambayo inatokana na upande ule mwingine. Na haya ndio masuala ambayo tumekuwa tukiona, na ukumbuke bado kuna wale ambao bado wamehang kwa sababu kuna these power sharing arrangement ambayo iko between the UDA na pia na ODM. Na ukumbuke pia ODM walisema ya kwamba wanataka, they are aiming now for the deputy president position ambayo iko na professor pale. Na kuna wengi ambao some of the MPs walisema ya kwamba akitoka nao itabidi nao seek elsewhere else, that is on another political that is affiliation ile ambayo pengine that is wangeweza that is kwenda. Na pia nikiangalia in the same that is a segment kwa gazeti tu pale bado wanasema what awaits Kenya Kwanza, that is a ODM team as power sharing. So unaona bado pale kuna yale masuala ambayo pia ni that is the power sharing pact ambayo bado inatazamiwa kuangalia pale, because ukiangalia hapa unaona bado kuna sentiment of some of the leaders, because Omondi says that is nikiangalia hapa as the Kenya that is a Kenya Kwanza and Orange Democratic Movement technical teams focuses on policy and planning. Kumbuka sasa kuna zile teams sasa ziliweza kufamia pamoja ili kuweza kuangazia haya masuala. ODM leader has publicly indicated that its key negotiation priority for the broader alliance include that is securing the 2027 deputy president running slot and a 50-50 distribution of key cabinet and diplomatic positions. So it's still the same thing ambayo walikuwa na accuse that is the DCP leader kwa sababu ya ile that is vile ambavyo alikuwa amesema mambo ya shares. No matter how they try now to bring it ama kuisoften, it is still the same thing, because in politics lazima kuwe kuna interest ambayo iko pale, either personal interest, regional interest, community interest, any other interest that is there. That's why ukiangalia pia na ODM wakiingia pale kuna ile pack, and that's why now they feel some of the Mount Kenya that is leaders they feel ya kwamba now hawa wakiingia inakana ni kama wanakuja sasa pia kuweza kutusukuma pale nje. And remember that hii mambo yote wakati inafanywa pale, it is all about the numbers, because the numbers you can't do politics without thinking or planning or having the numbers that is on board. So that's why now pia unaona kuna other leaders kama Mondi says the sentiment attributed to Kisiga Wana Simbarati on formalizing 50-50 political coalition between Kenya Kwanza and ODM will inform that is the deliberations. So attention and discussion at the retreat are likely to spill over the committee, since senior ODM figures have made it clear that they are eyeing the deputy president position. So there is nothing more even if they sit down to discuss. Already their top that is members already wamesha declare that is kile kitu ambacho that is wangetaka. So those are some of the other issues concerning that is the opposition alignment.
Yeah, and Mr. Kemodo, it is very funny to see that the moment leaders they are talking about the positions, hakuna mahali ambapo mwananchi anahusishwa, na it is something ambayo inaonyesha kwamba the priorities of the leaders are very different from the priorities ambayo wananchi wako nayo. Now we are going to see some of these things unfolding wakati ambapo tunaenda katika uchaguzi. And as we shift in matters about health, na tunajua kwamba devolution iliweza kukuja, and some of the function in the health sectors ziliweza kufanywa devolution na ziliweza kuletwa katika county. And there is this particular story ambayo imeweza kuangaziwa katika gazeti la The Daily Nation katika page 14, that governors and healthcare workers union differ as strike bites. And as we know, kulikuwa na that particular agreement ambayo iliweza kuwekwa pale by the Council of Governors and also the health sector, na tuliona ya kwamba this was something that was aimed at strengthening devolution. Na katika gazeti hili there was that collective bargaining agreement ambayo iliweza kusainiwa, na tunaambia kwamba the patients that patients continue to suffer as stalemates over the demands by healthcare workers. Strike drags on, with governors insisting the employees and the work boycott. According to the Council of Governors, the process of meeting the workers' demand is underway. However, workers' union maintain the boycott will only end once every box has been ticked, and this is one of the demands ambayo wale healthcare workers wamekuwa wakiomba ya kwamba some of their grievances ziweze kuangaziwa. Ni kwa sababu wameweza kusema ya kwamba wamekuwa wakipeana these particular grievances to the governors and the county governments, lakini wameweza kukua ya kwamba hawezi kusikika, na sasa wamesema ya kwamba they are not going to stop this particular strike ambayo waliweza kuanza until all their grievances zimeweza kuangaziwa. And that particular story imeweza kuangaziwa hapa katika page 12 ya gazeti la The Daily Nation, na tunaambia kwamba one of the leaders ambao anaitwa Mary Mwiti, the CEO, that is Governor's CEO Mary Mwiti, said that the workers grievances will be addressed by the end of this particular week. Ni kwa sababu tumeona katika hospitali mbalimbali katika county mbalimbali kumekuwa na changamoto, ambapo tunaona ya kwamba wale ambao ni wagonjwa wamekuwa wakipitia hali ngumu, na tunaambia kwamba that not all healthcare wale ambao ni the Council of Governors ilisema ya kwamba not all healthcare workers are on strike, but now this particular story imeweza kuangaziwa hapa, na bali wameweza kusema ya kwamba this is not the actual fact ambazo ziko katika hospitali. Ni kwa sababu many of the hospitals are facing a lot of challenges because these particular healthcare workers wameweza kuweza kusimama kwenda katika kazi zao, na imeweza kusababisha ya kwamba kukakuwa na msongamano katika baadhi ya hospitali. Na tunaambia kwamba there are more, including public health officers, nurses, clinical officers, pharmaceutical technologists and laboratory technicians. Hawa ni baadhi ya watu ambao wameweza kugoma, na tunaona ya kwamba Ms. Owiti said the council has agreed to implement the clinical officers collective bargaining agreement CBA, adding that the return to work formula will be signed soon. Na pia wameweza kusema ya kwamba this particular agreement wakati ambapo itakuwa signed, some of the grievances ambazo waliweza kuweka pale itakuwa imeshughulikiwa. Na tunaambia kwamba the Kenya Union of Clinical Officers, that is KUSO, imeweza kusema that should have waited before calling the strike. Most counties have started implementing the deal, and this is one of the statement ambayo the Council of Governors waliweza kupeana pale. Na tunaambia kwamba kumekuwa na the governors ambao wameweza kuangazia some of this particular the bargaining agreement ambao waliweza kukua nayo, but other counties wamekuwa ya kwamba hawajaweza hata kufikisha 1% ya the agreement ambao walikuwa nayo. And Mr. Kemotho, tunajua ya kwamba devolution ilikuja na ikaweza kufanya ya kwamba some of the function ya the health sector iliweza kupelekwa katika counties, but we see kumekuwa na changamoto ambazo tumekuwa tukiona hata hapa katika county ya Nakuru. Tumeona ya kwamba in the PGH kumekuwa na changamoto, ni kwa sababu tumeona ya kwamba kulikuwa na wale ambao ni wagonjwa wamekuwa wakipitia some of the challenges.
Now the issue is that we say that devolution is quite devolved, but bado kuna aspect moja ya finances and funding bado inatoka from the national government. Ndio unakuta ina halt certain activities ama certain services ambazo ziko pale kwa wakati bado kuna delayment of funds, because unakuta ya kwamba that is hizi funds zinapita that is through the counties. Na zile funds zinakuwa delayed through the counties, zikifika pale unakuta ya kwamba pia nao kuna vitu ambazo pia utakuta kule ambazo hazifiki kwa wakati ambao unaofaa. Then remember that not all services bado ziko to the county government. Wakati tutafika ya kwamba the health sector yote iko 100% devolved to the counties, itatusaidia sana, because utakuta kuna some of the issues the counties cannot do unless bado the CS of health aweze ku-initiate baadhi ya mambo yale mengine ambayo yako pale. So those are some of the issues ambazo ziko pale. Na then pia unakuta pia kuna zile unions, because unakuta sasa kama wale madaktari walikuwa wanasema it's fine devolution, that is the health wakati ilikuwa devolved, let the county government deals with the structures, the structures na other amenities zenye ziko pale. But the issue now to do with the doctors, the health workers, let it be done by the national government, especially na pia wakuwe na an organization kama ya TSC. Na hiyo ingeweza kusaidia sana pale, because the national government itakuwa na deal na wale, that is na the doctors na the professionals ambao wako pale, na county inashughulikia masuala yale mengine. But unakuta sasa kuna wale nurses na kuna wengine ambao bado wanalipwa na the county government. So kukiwa na ile delay inaleta challenges. So this is also a conversation that needs to be addressed correctly, and then tuangalie tuone since devolution ikuje, na since tumekuwa nao na one that is a one government ambayo imedeal na the issue now to do with the devolution. Sasa tungefaa tukwesa tujue tumefika wapi, ni nini imefanya, ni nini haijaweza kufanya. Yes. So
what do we have katika gazeti la this Standard?
So in connection still with the issue now to do with a lot of development, gazeti la Standard pale, that is on the front page, nikiangalia pale kuna picha ya president ambayo iko pale, na nikiangalia hapa that is gazeti la Standard wanasema that is a Singapore fantasy, kulingana na ile title ambao hawa wameweza that is kuiweka. Remember that is masuala ya Singapore imekuwa ikiwa pale, na tumekuwa tukasikia mambo ya Singapore, then kuna ile the Vision 2030 ambayo that is iliweza kutengenezwa during now the tenure of the late President Mwai Kibaki. Na hiyo ndio imekuwa na a lot of blueprint. Hata hizi development zote zimekuwa zikifanywa na both governments, zote waliweza ku-extract now from the same, despite ya kila mtu anakuja na jina lake, but yote ilikuwa extracted pale, because pia na wao waliweza kuhudhuria pale. Now the Singapore dream is colliding with the Kenyans' harsh economic reality, as President William Ruto unveils yet another grand development blueprint, shifting from a better to vision that is a 2060. Experts warn that the country is chasing in a marriage where household incomes shrinks, inequality depends, and basic that is a service as it lags that is behind. So this story that is naona pia hapa imeweza sasa kuangazia on page 4. Jana tuliona that is kulikuwa na hiyo launch ya that is that program. Na ujue sasa so many experts walikuwa nasema ya kwamba hatuja-analyze the 2030. Hatujajua kama imefanya kazi ama haijafanya kazi. Tungetaka tujue ya kwamba wale ambao waliweza kuiweka walikuwa na malengo gani, na imetusaidia ni nini hicho ambacho tunafaa kufanya. But sasa inaonekana ya kwamba that is kumekuwa na new programs ambazo zimekuwa zikikuja. Remember hata pia kuna the program yenyewe ile ya that is the current regime ambao wali campaign nayo ambayo inaitwa Better, na hiyo inasimamia bottom up economic transformation agenda, ambayo that is ilikuwa na key points ambazo walikuwa wanashughulikia pale. Na tuliweza pia kuona that is in that function pia tuliweza kuona that is pia kuna yule mgeni ambaye pia alikuwa ameletwa ambaye ni university professor that is anaitwa Hiro King. Unajua hiyo majina lazima tuanze, kama sasa tunaanza mambo ya Singapore lazima tuanze kuangalia haya that is hizi terminologies ambayo pia aliweza that is kutoa mtazamo wake, na akaweza kutoa that is kulingana na ile statistics kulingana na yeye na alikuwa anasema that is he demonstrated that Singapore income per person exceeds that is $80,000 last year compared to Kenya over $2,000 per person. So you can see the difference.
78.
Yes, you can see now the difference ambayo iko pale. And yet hapo ndio tunataka tukimbie. Na yeye mwenyewe akasema ya kwamba kuna yale masuala ambayo pia nafaa yaangaliwe. The fourth target that is rate an average household income per person to Singapore level is much harder. This requires income per person to grow more than 10% that is a year for the coming 35 years. So kulingana na sasa na yeye mtazamo wake ambaye pia alikuwa anasema, na pia kulingana ile speech yake pia tuliona ya kwamba akisema pia ingesaidia sana kama kungekuwa na yale masuala pia corruption ingeweza kuangaziwa, because wale viongozi ambao that is walikuwa that time kule Singapore walidili na hiyo masuala sana. And the same thing tumekuwa tukiona na other countries, because kumbuke corruption is something that ambayo inaturudisha nyuma. Na pia tumekuwa tukiona na other expert pia waleza kusema ya kwamba pia masuala ya expenditure that is pia iweze kuangaliwa. So economic and senior lecturer at the University of Nairobi, Professor Samuel Nyandemo, points that is to the shifting development goals post in Ruto's economic strategy, saying it is all tied to it is tied now to the politics. We cannot talk about Vision 2060 before we accomplish the Vision 2030 as we evaluate the outcomes of that vision. This is a tactical political maneuver to confuse that is a Kenyans. Unajua sasa hata tulikuwa tunaona that is watu wengi walikuwa nasema why should it come right now? Maybe ingekuja a few years back tuweza kuangalia, ama tungeweza sasa now kuweza kuaddress now some of the issues ambazo concerning now the vision that is 2030. So na nikiangalia hapa tu just at a glance wanasema in September 2022 the Kenya Kwanza administration came into office with that is the bottom up economic agenda towards economic turnaround that is throughout a value chain approach. The agenda targets sectors with the highest impact of drive economic recovery and growth. Now from there sasa ndio sasa tumekuwa na ile shift ambayo imekuwa iko hapa. So kuna mtazamo wa watu wengi sana ambao wako nayo concerning now the issue. And I remember that is right now kuna focus, because saizi hata no matter how you try now to bring a new system or that is arrangement, saizi wa Kenya wengi now their focus is the general election ambayo itakuwa iko pale. And I know that the president is trying now to push so hard so that now this plan can be able to work according now to his dream, to his achievement ambayo iko pale. But now pia kuna yale mtazamo ambayo iko ambayo ameweza kuangalia pale. But the issue now to do with Singapore, kuna yale masuala ambayo pia the professor aliweza kuiangazia. Na tumeona that is pia hii infrastructure imekuwa ikikuwa focused so much. Bakata akasema sio infrastructure peke yake, kuna masuala yale mengine ambayo pia yanafaa yaweze kuangaziwa. So this story iko on standard, that is a page 4. You can grab that copy and try to see in detail of what now was discussed.
Yes, and I know as we focus on having the national conversation, we hope that also the other leaders will be included in this particular issue, kama vile Mr. Kemotho umezidi kuangazia. And as we wind up, katika gazeti la The Daily Nation tunaambiwa kwamba IG Kanja reads riot act to police commanders. Tunajua kwamba kulikuwa na mkutano huo ambao the IG of police, that is Douglas Kanja, yesterday aliweza kuwapea ya kwamba masharti wale ambao ni maafisa wakuu wa polisi, ya kwamba that he warned officers and their commanders that they will be held personally accountable for crimes committed under their watch due to inaction or poor supervision. And this is a particular story ambayo imeweza kuangaziwa hapa, na tunaambia kwamba aliweza kuwasomea that particular act ambayo iko katika the riot act ambayo iko katika constitution ya taifa letu, na tunaambia kwamba IG Kanja said commanders will no longer distance themselves from criminal activities occurring in their jurisdiction. Na tumeona ya kwamba siku ambazo zimeweza kupita, kulikuwa na wale ambao ni maafisa wa polisi ambao walikuwa wamejihusisha na baadhi ya magenge ambayo ilikuwa inawahangaisha wananchi, na ameweza kusema ya kwamba these particular police officers will be capable, wataweza kushikwa na wataweza kuface the rule of law. Na the ruling na pia the statement ambayo the IG aliweza kusema ya kwamba he said the commanders who failed to produce results will be relieved of their responsibilities and subjected to disciplinary action. Na some of the leaders waliweza kusema this is just a particular statement ambayo inasemwa, lakini they urged that the IG ikaweza kufanya awezi kufanya ya kwamba ni ile kazi yake, na tunaambia kwamba Mr. Kanja directed commanders to dismantle criminal gangs and also groups of goons that will be used to disrupt political activities or intimidate Kenyans. And this is a particular story ambayo imeweza kuangaziwa hapa in matters about security. Ni kwa sababu baadhi ya wananchi wamekuwa kilalamikia kwamba kumekuwa na utovu wa usalama, na aliweza kuambia wale wakuu wa maafisa wa polisi ya kwamba wakaweza kuchukua jukumu hili ili kuweza kufanya kazi yao na kuweza kuifanya ikiwa ni kwa haki. Ndiposa this particular story imeweza kuangaziwa in page, that is in page 15. Now when you grab your copy, you'll be able to read much more about this particular story. Mr. Kemotho, as we wind up, what do you have to hapo katika gazeti la The Standard?
It's something that is the IG now should do more than what he's saying, because yeye ndiye ako in charge. Na tumekuwa tukiona hizi visa zimekuwa zikiongezeka sana. Person anaenda pale anakuwa arrested, then we don't know what normally happens, then hiyo mtu tunakuta ya kwamba kumekuwa na visa that is so many deaths ambazo zimekuwa zikihusikana na hayo. Then pia it implies with the orders of how police is working, that is among themselves.
Yes.
So also they're just from what we from the short that is zile notices ambazo zinakuwa pale kwa gazeti na the readers corner. Nikiangalia hapo anasema Gachagua must prove that is allegations of what now amekuwa accused, that is the government na pia some of the officers allowing young people to help allow young people that is to help build a better Kenya. That's it one now they are also saying. Na pia nikiangalia hapa promote peace ahead of 2027, that is election. Na pia nikiangalia hapa Kenya must retire the idea of core principle and borrow a leaf from Germany and also South Africa. Tuliona that is kuna vile muungano ambavyo unakuta serikali zinaweza kuungana wakati huo hawa wanaingia wanaweza pia kuconnect na wale wengine, and some of the similarities that we can actually see. Na pia nikiangalia hapa chini wanasema Kalonzo Sifuna ticket best to defeat, that is Ruto in 2027. So there are so many other stories that are in the newspaper, tuwezi kuziangazia zote. You can just try to see and be informed of what now is also happening. So as we wind up, I just want to say thank you to our viewers. Thank you for joining us. Remember that we have other programs that ambazo zitakuwa zikiangaziwa pale. You can try to see, na mkuwe na siku njema yenye baraka. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much Mr. Kemotho. Na ninajua kwamba katika gazeti hili, when you get your newspaper, you will be able to read much more katika gazeti la The Daily Nation na pia katika gazeti la The Standard. Kuna mengi, na ninaona ya kwamba pia kuna mambo ya education, acting school heads vote 2.2 billion, and this is something ambayo wanafunzi wanaporejea shule kuna zile fedha ambazo zilikuwa zinatarajiwa ziweze kufikishwa katika shule. Ukipata gazeti yako in page 2 ya gazeti la The Daily Nation imeweza kuangaziwa. Na pia ningependa ya kwamba niwakumbushe ya kwamba the conference ya Ladies of Nobility will be beginning on Monday, and this particular conference itakuwa ikianza kuanzia siku ya Jumatatu ambayo ni tarehe 17 hadi tarehe 21, and this particular conference it has been prepared specifically for us, each and every of the ladies katika taifa letu. You are welcome to this particular meeting ambayo itakuwa ikifanyika hapa katika mlima wa Mizpah Prayer Center, na ninajua kwamba kongamano hili litakuwa ni kongamano ambalo si la kawaida. Ni kwa sababu Mungu ameweza kuandaa meza, na sisi ama akina dada wote watakuwa ni wale ambao watakuwa kishiriki katika meza hii. And as we wind up, I just want to thank you because of watching this particular program. Na usiende mbali, ni kwa sababu Ole Jesus atakuwa akikuja katika this particular program ya Family Thursday. Ningependa ya kwamba usiende mbali ukaweza kutazama kipindi hicho, na ni langu ni kuwatakia siku isiyokuwa na bugdha. Mungu awabariki.
Mizpah TV, keeping the fire of the altar burning.
Ninaamini tunapotafuta uso wa Bwana, makusudi ya Mungu yanashuka, ulinzi wa Mungu unashuka. Wakati unaanza kuomba, mbingu inakuwa attentive kwa maombi ya watakatifu. Mbingu inakuwa attentive kwa maombi ya kile yeyote aombaye kwa imani.
Praise the Lord. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. My name is Pastor Philip Mulinge. I'm a pastor at Mizpah House of Prayer. Have you heard about this book, Preparing for a Godly Marriage? This is a book that I have done, and I want to say that marriages don't fail because there is no love. Marriages largely fail because of no or poor preparation. And many people prepare for a wedding, but how many people prepare for marriage? And that is why God gave me a burden to do this book that will be a blessing to the body of Christ. If you have not gotten this book, you have an opportunity to get it. You can reach out to us and we will give you more details on how you can get the book. The book is available online. Yes, it is available online. So if you're not in the country, you are outside the country, you can get it on seller.com and also on Amazon. This is a must-have book for us to have stable marriages in this generation. God bless you in Jesus' name.
Hello to you, praise Yahweh. I am Godwill Babete, and to get my song Egemeo as your skiza tune, go to your phone and text the word skiza, then leave space, then 5707805 and send it to 811, and you will get it at only 1 shilling. God bless you and God keep you.
I pray that your eyes open in Jesus' mighty name to see that all things are possible. So all things are possible to them that are born again.
We have been called to serve God freely and without fear. We therefore invite you for deliverance prayer sessions at Mizpah House of Prayer, Bahati, Nakuru.
Wewe ustahili kubeba maombi ya kishetani. You have power kupitia damu ya Yesu. Wewe una nguvu.
Join Apostle Jessica Ranja and Pastor Hudson Chihusa for in-person meetings every Thursday at 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. and encounter the power of God over you and your family.
There are things, not you receive them not because you pray. It's just because you align yourself with the truth of God.
You may also join us online on our social media platforms and on Mizpah TV. Contact us on 0727 766 553 for accommodation bookings and more information. You will win in your life, your family, and your ministry, for the Lord is on your side.
When life hits you so hard, it brings disappointment, betrayals, pain, and losses. These wounds cut so deep, leaving scars of rejection, despair, and condemnation. Sometimes it feels there is no way out, but in that darkest moment, you are not forgotten. We invite you to share with us your prayer request on 0799 200 100. When you reach out, we will pray with you, encourage you, and walk beside you in this journey of restoration, hope, and healing. Remember, no matter the situation, God's word is the anchor. It carries power to heal you, deliver you, and restore you. So today, speak life into that situation.
Mizpah TV, keeping the fire of the altar burning.
Good morning, welcome. This is Family Thursday, and when it is Thursday, we talk about family and all related issues concerning the family. We are pleased that you are here with us and joining us this blessed and wonderful morning. Before we enter into our topic today, I would like to remind you that from Monday 17th all the way to 21st, we have the Ladies of Nobility Conference, approximately 4 days to the conference. And this is an invitation to every lady that is there, every woman,
all of them who are there, who are listening, you are invited to come to this conference. This is a powerful time to be in the presence of the Lord, where we are going to have a moment of prayer, word, worship, and so many things that will happen. We are expecting to have miracles that will come, will be there. We're expecting to have great things, because Apostle Dr. Jesse, together with Reverend Margaret, they have prepared this meeting for you, and we've got Bishop Dr. Margaret Wangari, who will be ministering the word, and Prophetess Winnie Andrew, who will also be part of this lineup of guests, and so many other people who will be joining in. We've got great teams, the worship team that will be there. We've got other ministers who will be leading prayers, and other sessions where ministers of God, they will be there. So this is a power-packed meeting that you don't want to miss. We've been announcing it, and right now it is here with us. So as a lady there, plan yourself for these 4 days. Plan yourself and make sure that you do not come alone. Don't come alone. Come with a friend. Tag a friend. We say tag a friend and a friend and a friend, and come as many as you are, because the meeting will happen at Mizpah House of Prayer right here in Bahati, Nakuru City. So you're invited to come to this wonderful meeting, and it will be a great blessing. Today, as we've said, that we are talking about, it's Family Thursday, and we are talking about matters concerning family. And today we have a very good, wonderful discussion that we'd like us to talk about. It's about parenting and child development. That is what we'll be talking about, parenting and child development, that you'll be, indulging into, getting to understand, because we live in a world that is full of so many issues, so many things that are targeting, so many things that are making our children be able to come up with some certain conclusion or some certain aspect of life. So now, as a parent, how are you supposed to navigate that? And our topic, we're talking about raising whole children in a broken world. Raising whole children in a broken world, because we believe that we are not just raising children to behave. We are not just raising children to behave. We are raising children to become whole and to become resilient people. And in that topic, we've got none other than Dr. Mrs. Jane Nganga, who is here with us, and she will help us talk about it, because she is a Christian psychologist she is going to help us understand more and have this great understanding. Good morning, Daktari.
Good morning to you, Dennis.
Yes, we are pleased to have you together with us.
I'm also very humbled.
Yes.
I'm also very honored to be here.
Yes.
Talking about parenting.
Yes.
At such a time as this.
Sure.
Yes, because I'm sure all of us need it, young and old.
Yes.
Yes.
It's something that at one point or another, each and every person, young, they are heading there.
Yeah, parenting is part and parcel of us. Even if you are not yet one, you are potential. Yeah.
And all of us came from a parenting style. Or
it's a cycle.
It's a cycle.
Yeah.
So that every person will have to revolve around it.
Yeah.
And we want to talk about this. So now, from the topic, raising whole children in a world that is broken.
Yes.
It's something that is very, I think it's the hardest thing. Parenting.
It sounds very tough in the ears. It is quite tough. Knowing maybe the kind of world that we are talking about, that you've described as broken, maybe I would prefer to call it challenging.
Yes.
We are raising our children in challenging times. But that scenario is a creation of men. We are the same people who have created it. But to narrow it down, that kind of scenario, that kind of brokenness, we can now focus in the family. How is the family? How is that environment in the family, in spite of the challenges that we have in the world today? How is the home environment? How is that space of bringing up the child?
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, as we get to talk about now the space, the space, I believe now there's an aspect of protecting, and there's an aspect of where when you protect, there's a limitation that comes in. So I would like to ask is that how are parents going to protect their children
and not limit them at the same time. Because those are, I believe, there are two aspects that when you're in that space, there's protection and there's limitation. So as parents, and right now we are considering the children are at home right now. They are on holiday. So how are parents supposed to know how to protect and not limit them at the same time? Yes.
So I hear you talk of letting the children be, and also being careful enough that they are not destroyed by whatever is happening in the world, and also facing the fact that you cannot lock up your child.
Yes.
You cannot lock up that child. So how can you empower? The word is empower them, so that as you release them, as they are out of your, your cradle, how can they manage themselves? And also facing the fact that children, they are growing up. You will not always have them in your cradle all the time. So how do you release them? If, gradually. So the thing is empowering. So what I hear is that the parent is the trainer, is the instructor, is the teacher. Has all that, they have to do whatever is in their power to empower their children, to skill them how to negotiate against the challenges that are out in the world. So, and maybe at that point, allow me to say this, that we are a product of our parenting.
Very true.
Yes.
Very true.
All of us. There are many other factors that come in play, but basically we are product. So the home is like what I can call it, number one, a garden. I can also call it a factory. So that is the place of manufacturing. So the person that we see has been manufactured somewhere, pitting all the parts, the color, everything, mention it. So when you get a finished product out there, let's say you go to a supermarket, you can get, for example, cups. They are different. Why do you choose the one that you choose? Why do you, pick the one that you pick? So because the manufacturer took their time, there is a way it looks. So whatever you see out there, whatever is out of that home, is out of the work that has been done at home. So basically we are saying parents have work to do together with their children. And that work is basically training, because when a child is born, it's like a blank slate. A child is born, basically is a blank slate. But who are the first writers? It is the parent. Before the rest of the world comes in, the formation is at home. So what does the parent write and continue to write? Yes.
Wow. A child is, you said, a blank slate.
Yes.
That they are being something is being written on.
Yes.
Something is being transferred, and from now you say that we come, every part of us, every child comes from
a home.
Yeah. So there are things in
that
which
is the first place.
The first place.
Yes.
And the factory, the garden.
Yes.
So something is being written on this child. So something is being transferred to this child. So now, and now we come to this point of now, how are parents now the controlling aspect? Because I believe that okay, when I'm also a child, and I remember when, with this example that I wait until I finish Form 4, I complete my Form 4, then now when I go out of my parents, I'll be able to do whatever I want, because they feel like they are being controlled. Children who are in boarding school, sometimes they feel they are being controlled, because I believe that the whole environment, like you've said, there are other aspects, that the factors that surround that. So now the point of controlling and limiting. So and I like the way you've said the aspect of the parent and the child have to respond, has to take part. So now the key is controlling and not limiting them. Yes.
You see, controlling, when I listen to you mention it, for me it has a negative connotation in it.
And we as the children,
yes,
controlling for us comes with that aspect of
yes,
negativity.
Yes,
because we feel like we are grounded. We are when you are being told, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, do this, do this, do this, don't touch the TV, don't touch the remote, don't touch the phone.
I love it because you also said you are a child, and you know now you are expressing what happens in the do's and the don'ts. And when I listen to you, you know, it reminds me of the counseling. We have different types of parenting styles.
Okay.
Yeah, and when I listen to you, I hear the dictatorship type. Okay?
Yes.
Because you see, this child is growing up. And the moment maybe by the child is 12 years old.
12 years.
Yes.
Yes.
They are able to think in a more critical way. Their reasoning capacity has really developed, and they are able to question. And realize the moment children are in their teenage, they start questioning.
Yes.
And it is, they question what the parent tell them, the rules that they give them, because everything else before that was right. Even in school, they were obedient and they are used to that. But in this place of transition, because they are also developing mentally, and they are also receiving a lot of information, not just from school, from books, from the TV, and from anything. And I think that is where now the problem, because they are being controlled on what they got, because they are consuming, and they want it because they are questioning. Okay? You see, so the parents need to understand that the children now have changed. That they cannot just take the do's and the don'ts, they'll question. And I guess that is where now the problem is. And the children are termed as rebellious. So it means dictatorship can work at up to a certain point. But when the children start questioning, and they start reasoning, it means we reason together. Reasoning together means your style of parenting has to change from dictatorship to democratic type of parenting. That's another parenting style. Yes. So we, you know, where you are talking about issues, you are discussing and agreeing. And it also reminds me that, you know, from what you have said, the do's and the don'ts, it's about what should be done and what shouldn't be done. So it means that you can also discuss about the rules at home, and you agree. And although some of them, you know, we don't write them down per se, like we know the rules are done, but this is something that needs to be, you know, to be done in our home. Let's agree on this one. Like, do we have meals together? Like, when should we have? Should we watch TV? Like, if you find them watching a program you are not okay with, you can discuss that. It means the parent has to be so intentional. The current parent has to be intentional. And I want to repeat this and say,
please do.
The current parent in today's world has to be intentional in their parenting. Yes, they've got to be intentional.
Very intentional.
Why? Because I'm saying that because I have a personal experience. The way I was brought up is not the way I have brought up my children, and definitely it's not the way they'll bring up their children, because we have generational changes.
Yes.
We have generational changes. Yes, the kind of parenting I experienced, it was actually totally what? Dictatorship. You do it or you don't do it. The parent has all the, we never questioned.
He has whatever I said is final.
Yes,
and nothing.
Even in school, school, we were not questioning. But surely today's generation. Yesterday I was watching there was something in Naivasha, there were young people addressing the president. They don't even fear the president. So if they, because they understand they have a right to expression. And even the current system of education, that is exactly what it teaches. So if you the parent, is left behind. That's why we are having this conversation.
Yes.
Because you need to up your game. You need to up your game as a parent. Know that, you know, the way you are brought up is not the way you are going to bring up your children. The current child wants to be listened to. The current child reasons with you. The current child is exposed to a certain type of education in school. Maybe yours was different,
Yes.
and they are empowered. So when they meet you are in a different world, and they are in a different, then there will be conflict. And that's when we are talking of what? Being limited,
Yeah,
being
controlled.
controlled, because they have their fears also. But then we need to know, how is controlling working? Has it ever worked? Has it ever worked anywhere?
Sure.
Even in a country.
Yes.
Even in a country, you know,
Yeah.
our country is our big family.
Very true.
Is it working? Because from our country we are just narrowing everything down
Yes.
to our family, because this big country of ours is made up of our small families.
Sure.
Yes,
Very
the
true.
families
Very
make a neighborhood, and you know, a neighborhood affects even your upbringing.
Yes,
From
yes,
that
yes.
neighborhood, you know, the world becomes bigger and
bigger.
and bigger.
And bigger.
And allow me to take you back, Kidogo,
Yes.
because we say the world starts with the parent. When the child is
Exactly.
born,
Yes. Yes.
the only world they know is the mother, the father, the connection from the womb. And then once they are born, maybe they are connected to the caregivers and the siblings. And as the world, they, you know, when they move out of, they start moving, they move out from their four squares of home. Maybe the first, they go to the widow. The world is becoming
Yes.
bigger.
Yes.
They get to understand something outside their home. And the next thing they want to go out, maybe they've seen children. So the world becomes bigger and bigger. Yeah. So, but it is starting somewhere from home, and that is why we are narrowing down what happens to this child. What do you do with your child right from the time they are born?
They are born.
Yes.
Wow. Wow. You've narrowed it down. very, and it's one of the key things that people need to understand, even when it comes to the issues about parenting.
They've got to be intentional. That's
And
what
the,
we said.
and the intentionality
Yes.
that needs, and especially right now, and because we want us to go for a break, and I remember that right now, you know, because I've got friends, family, and even my nieces and nephew, that they get to ask their parents, why are you telling me to do this particular thing? Why are you telling me to do this? Because they need to understand. But then now the parents feel like they are being questioned their authority. They are being questioned whatever they are saying.
Yes.
So they feel there is an aspect of rebelliousness. There's an aspect of now rudeness that comes in where parents are saying. So, and because I want us to go for a break, so and then we are going to come back, and now we see that intentionality. Now the discipline aspect of it, how our parents, because the current education right now requires the parent to be intentional about the child, to be intentional about how the child is doing, what they are watching, what they are listening, what they are also talking, and what also they are responding to.
Yes.
So, and that, I think it's one of the things that even we have this program today as Family Thursday. We've got Dr. Jane Nganga, who is with us, and she's going to help us understand more. For right about now, I want us to go for a break, and then we are going to come back and now get to understand more about this the childhood development that you're talking. We are saying raising whole children in a broken world. We'll be right back after this. This is Family Thursday.
Mizpah TV, keeping the fire of the altar burning.
Praise the Lord. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. My name is Pastor Philip Mulinge. I'm a pastor at Mizpah House of Prayer. Have you heard about this book, Preparing for a Godly Marriage? This is a book that I have done, and I want to say that marriages don't fail because there is no love. Marriages largely fail because of no or poor preparation. And many people prepare for a wedding, but how many people prepare for marriage? And that is why God gave me a burden to do this book that will be a blessing to the body of Christ. If you have not gotten this book, you have an opportunity to get it. You can reach out to us and we will give you more details on how you can get the book. The book is available online. Yes, it is available online. So if you're not in the country, you are outside the country, you can get it on seller.com and also on Amazon. This is a must-have book for us to have stable marriages in this generation. God bless you in Jesus' name.
We have been called to serve God freely and without fear. We therefore invite you for deliverance prayer sessions at Mizpah House of Prayer, Bahati, Nakuru.
Wewe ustahili kubeba maombi ya kishetani. You have power kupitia damu ya Yesu. Wewe una nguvu.
Join Apostle Jessica Ranja and Pastor Hudson Chihusa for in-person meetings every Thursday at 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. and encounter the power of God over you and your family.
There are things, not you receive them not because you pray. It's just because you align yourself with the truth of God.
You may also join us online on our social media platforms and on Mizpah TV. Contact us on 0727-766-553 for accommodation bookings and more information. You will win in your life, your family, and your ministry, for the Lord is on your side.
Mizpah TV, keeping the fire of the altar burning.
Welcome back, Family Thursday, and here we are talking about parenting and child development. We are also the topic that you have today is raising whole children in a broken world. And we have said that we are not just here to raise children. We are not just here to raise them to behave. We are raising them to be able to become whole, secure, and resilient people. That is the intentionality. And I love how we've got Mrs. Jane Nganga with us, who she's a doctor, she's a Christian psychology, who she's helping us navigate that. And this is a very good and topic that every parent, and I wish all parents who are there, I wish they could be able to understand this. I wish they could be able to navigate and be able to learn, because from the first session we have come to a conclusion that every parent needs to be intentional about how they are raising their children, how they're taking care. Their responsibility has to be intentional about raising up and bringing up their children, because children are being raised by so many things, and right now the world is actually open to the children to be able to learn. You know, I think there's this welcome back, Daktari.
Thank you.
And there's this the phrase in Swahili, I think it's in Swahili, oh sorry, in English, Yeah, where it says that experience is the best teacher. So and now I started to question that. Sorry for the philosophers, but which kind of experience, or because experience comes from learning. Experience comes from something that teaches you. Because when they say it's the best teacher, meaning that there are so many things that people are being taught, and we are narrowing down to our children, and that is where now the whole thing comes in, and then now the conflict about raising our children. And right now we are in a world where now parents are there but they are not there.
Yes.
They are there but they are not there.
Present and absent.
Present and absent.
Actually, that is something I'm researching on right now.
Oh, the present and
absent parent.
Which has actually affected a lot of children, and it is bringing a lot of conflict. When it comes to the child development, and now, and it has really, I want to narrow it down. It has affected the discipline of this child, and we talked about now the parents feel that the children are very rude because they don't want to be asked questions, and we have seen the generation. If I get it right, the children who are the Gen Alphas, their parents are millennials. The children who are the Gen Zs, their parents, I think they are the Gen X. So it goes like that. So now the children and the parents, both of them, the children feel like they are not being able to be brought out, to be able to bring themselves out, and the parents feel like there is an aspect of rudeness in terms of giving rules, in terms of giving instructions, in terms of the children asking, why am I supposed to do this? Like, why should I not watch the television? The conflict comes in.
Yes.
In that particular. So how are parents now? Because right now the kids are actually at home.
Yes.
They're actually at home right now.
I think we've got to accept the fact that we have different worldviews. You've talked of the generations.
Yes.
Personally, a Generation X. Yes. So,
yes.
And you see, and I was brought up by, most of my life I was brought up by my mother. I lost my dad. And my mother was in the silent generation.
Yes.
And silent they were.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
And then I bring up my children in my generation, and mostly our focus has been on education, and getting the white collar jobs, and we have mass production of very educated people. Yes.
And I think it's a very, very good compliment there, because they're educated.
They are very educated. But I must say the Gen X and the millennials, very, very educated, and they are very smart, and we are seeing them express. So they are exposed to information.
Yes.
So the generation of my mother was totally in a dark world. Personally, we were in the transition. A lot of things were coming up, but we believed and we pumped education, and we pumped all our resources to our children, which was a good thing. And then currently they are exposed to the, there are there's a lot of information. There is available information in our world, unless you read books and read.
Exactly.
But now
everything is there.
Yeah, you can, you just need to press something, and that information is there. And then we have, they are raising the next generation, the alpha,
alphas.
and then we have the beta. So all these people have different world views because of whatever is available during their time, and therefore the parents will not see things the same way. And now we have talked of the issue of maybe television. They are expressive because we said earlier the education system has taught them to be expressive for many reasons. Let me just cite, like to speak out when they have a problem. Let's say like the issues of sex, sexual abuse, they are taught you've got to speak out, and many other things. So the child knows that they are not supposed to be silent. They are supposed to be to question. And earlier on I said, and by the time they are 12, 13, 14, they've developed intellectually. So they are in a position to do what? To question. But
Yes.
then the thing is it okay to question?
The authority, actually.
Yes.
The authority
So
as a
I
parent.
still take you back to what I said. It is the parenting style. The parent comes from a generation that taught dictatorship.
Yes.
For example, myself. And even in my my generation, we are the parents who have also dictated, and we are having conflicts with our children. But as you grow older, you realize you've got to allow. But in the prime years of bringing up your children, you dictated. So this one comes a bit later. But now you asked about questioning. I guess they are very okay, because that they are trying to reason with you. They want to be heard. That is what they are saying.
Yes.
They are saying that I can also reason. I have my view. Listen to my view. And your view doesn't have to necessarily be the right one. And I personally, this is something I have told my children many times.
Yes.
Personally, I have told them that we have made mistakes.
Okay.
And everything we do as adults and we say is not always right. And that's a fact. And that is what the children are trying. But then as the parents, we need to understand that. We need to accept it. Times have changed.
They have really actually changed.
We are coming from different generations. And that is another thing. We just need to accept that. And therefore we need to look at our children currently, the way they are. We are in the period where people are outspoken.
Yes.
Where they are expressing themselves. If you don't listen to me, I'll go to TikTok and express myself. All
Very
the
true.
social media outlets.
Oh, yes.
I have seen young people expressing how they feel in TikTok about their parents, something they are going through, and they go to TikTok and they record that and send. Yes, if they're having a problem, they are crying, maybe they want to commit suicide or something, they write it, and it's there for people to read. Because maybe the person who was supposed to listen to them did not. So I think I would call upon parents. Let us listen to our children. Let us be listening children. We need to move away from dictatorship.
Wow. Yeah, they really
Imepitwa na
need it.
wakati. Lakini I still need to say that there is space for dictatorship.
Oh, there is
space for democracy. There is space for what we call laissez-faire type of parenting. Laissez-faire is where you allow people to be. When people are allowed to be, is because they can be able to handle themselves, or you want them to really just get that space where they can be themselves and discover themselves. But you are there at the background. You are there at the background to correct in case they make mistakes. So we have different parenting styles. I've already mentioned them, and they can be applied in different situations.
In different situations.
But yeah, dictatorship has its place, because there is a time when the child's reasoning is wrong, and you've got to put your best foot forward. You've got to say a no should be a no. But how do you say it?
Now the how
do you say it?
No, enlighten us and
Yes,
maybe help us, because
it's okay to say you may not see it now, but I'm doing it. You will understand it later. For now, you may not understand it.
So you bring
That's
the
a
child.
fact.
You bring the child to that as perspective.
Yes,
I'm doing it now, but
you may not understand. Yes.
But later you're going to understand it.
What I'm doing, you may not understand. Yes, I'm telling you, don't do this. You may not understand it, you may not see it, and it is normal. Even like, let's say a party like a husband and a wife. People have different views. You may know you are right. Sometimes you have to say, this is what we got to do. You are not seeing it, but you will see it later. And with the time, you see it.
Wow.
Yes, with the time.
This is very, very, very good, because now you have actually answered a question where I wanted us to go, whereby you're bringing up your child and showing them the discipline aspect of it, and not breaking the spirit of this child. because now if you're when it comes to discipline, like you said, parents have got different ways. You know, I wanted to ask if there is a common parenting style that people can be able to to bring out. You know, they can be able to pinpoint some few things. And now you've actually said that when you're disciplining your child, now the parents helps the child to understand that they are doing this because of certain things.
That at a certain age, they are not able to reason and see that. Why? Because this child is out there in school, in college, and even exposed to the TV and the other other gadgets. That means their view is not just being influenced by your upbringing.
Yes. Wow. And you've talked about there's something I needed to talk about the how children are expressing themselves in the internet because their parents are not there to listen to. And I wanted to ask, how dangerous is that? The child expressing himself to the world. How dangerous is that to the child and also to the parent? Because now this child has come out. 1 million people.
Yes.
They are there watching, feeling sorry, feeling you know, they are consoling with this child. Others are giving advices, negative, positive. So how dangerous is that?
We need to ask maybe ourselves, that speaking out, has it worked? Have they gotten help? Would they rather be totally silent? Would they rather be totally silent? Like, let's say, like in the case of suicide, because people have expressed themselves through the social media, and maybe some people have been helped. At least even that keeping that conversation going is important, because there are people who are responding, they are communicating, there are people who are concerned, although there are people who will say bad things, but maybe in the midst somebody will know somebody is in a problem somewhere. That is according to the ones that I have seen. I don't think it is totally bad, but before it gets to that level, that's why we are here today, because we are saying, let us have an open communication, a conversation always. Let's have a relationship with our children. You talked about the present absent parent. Who is this absent parent and yet present? So absenteeism means they are providing everything, whether it is that TV you are talking, they are paying school fees, they have the best house, they are being taken to school, they are going to church, they are doing everything, all the physical things. But is this parent available emotionally? Are they emotionally responsive to the child? So when this person or this child, let's say the child who is going to the social media, what are they looking for? What are they missing?
There's something they're missing. That's why they're
an
going
emotional
to look for.
responsiveness, an emotional connection. So these people who respond, some of them will respond emotionally right.
Okay.
They will feel and pick their feelings. They'll pick where they are coming from. But we have another host of them that are like them, and they will throw all kind of discouraging words to them. But the thing is, they are trying to speak out. They are trying to reach out. They are trying to connect. And I think from experience also, from experience, I have handled cases whereby the phone is really a big problem at home.
Yes.
But from one of my clients, the client told me that it is from that phone that I was able to connect to the friends, able to laugh, you know, chat and, you know, and feel good. Why? Because at home, it is totally different. Unfortunately, the phones are taken away. and the children, that particular client, the reaction was totally bad. Had a very terrible confrontation with the parent.
Okay.
Yes. Why? Because what is missing? It is that emotional connectedness, that emotional response.
Yes.
Is the parent able to look into the child's eyes as they speak?
Okay.
Or maybe the child is talking to you, you are also busy. Or it is just prayers. You could, because even this one is a Christian, very devoted, family people.
Oh, yes.
In Christianity, but yet they are not connecting with their children. They are not. Yes. So it is not just maybe what people think, but are we able to connect to their children? And I think out of the camera I had expressed about myself at one point in my life.
Yes.
I wished I wasn't working because both me and my husband has been working. And out of the experience of parenting, I wished I could stop just to be at home with my children. Yes. Yes, I had that experience because I wanted to have that emotional connection. I wanted to grow up with my child. I wanted to be there to listen to my child, to love with them, to see them as they walk. But the truth is, sorry, most of the day, or even the whole day, you are not with that child because you leave very early for work.
Yes, very early in the morning.
Maybe in the evening you have little time. By the time they are 3 years, the scenario in Kenya today, hata even wakiwa na 2.5 or so, and for baby care.
Yes.
Na wewe uende business. Na hiyo business utafunga saa ngapi?
Saa 2 saa 3.
Saa 2 saa 3. Huyo mtoto si get that child when they are already asleep. Both you may be the father and the mother.
Yes.
So most of the time ako kwa baby care or ako with the house help. And if it is a baby care center, there are many.
Oh yes, the attention is not right
with your child.
Yes.
They are not being taught. They learn, they are concentrating on is the child clean, are they fed, they sleep, and give them toys to play with, but not having a connection with and after that si wanaonyeshwa cartoon. So watoto wako hapo wanabebelezwa na cartoon. So there is no human connection. So that child grows actually connecting with those gadgets. Na no akifika 15, 16, you want to remove the gadgets from them.
It will be a
surely, but you brought them up that way. Yes.
You are the one. You are the parent. You brought them that way. Because of now that you if I put it now, the absent present, emotionally. So there's an emotional aspect. That's
they are not available even physically. Wanaonekanaga wako, lakini hata hawako.
Ile tu ya kumention, I have my parents, they are there, and they are good. They give this, and we appreciate them so much.
Na kitoka hapo as they grow, anapelekwa boarding.
Oh.
Na akikuja during the holiday, ako tuition, na amepelekwa remedial learning somewhere.
Yes.
Surely.
We not have time. We not have time. I think now.
But you see now the parents means well. Ninawatafutia ndio msikose. And they will use that money. They take you to the best schools and best everything.
Yes.
But still,
there is something that is also missing there. And that is
so we are missing the availability as parent, and that availability is growing up with our children to connect emotionally, to learn together, to connect with them intellectually, to to just connect with your child. Yes, that you can even be able to listen and be friends, talk together. Okay. Yeah,
I don't know,
but how many are speaking together? Even in fact, when they become adults, they just disappear their own way. Hakuna hiyo connection.
Now I see this scenario of where when now the kids are grown up, the relationship between them and the parents is very much far beyond. And the parents, they feel like they have been left, they are not being taken care of, because as supposedly they are supposed to be, is because of what they never emotionally connected with them. They never brought them.
Sana.
No.
wanakuja wanafanyiwa kishopping na kikitu
Bas,
wanaacha.
I think like you've said, it's a replica, it's a cycle.
Exactly.
So they are doing they're doing a replication of what they saw their parents doing.
Yes.
They are bringing shopping because they saw their parents bringing shopping. They are providing as per, it's like wanarudisha.
And now the parents know it's not the shopping I need.
It's not the shopping.
I need you.
But now the time have changed.
Yes.
They have grown much distance, and they have got things that they need to do, and they have got also them. They're also even parents for themselves.
Yeah.
And maybe as we get to wind up, maybe
Yeah.
your final remarks when it comes to this parenting. I know parenting has a lot of things, and I've actually highlighted, I've seen there are so many things. That absenteeism, present parent is also something very good that you need to come and talk about.
Yes.
Maybe sometime later.
Yes.
But then now, this now your final remarks on this aspect, raising whole children. That's why we were talking about whole.
Yes.
It's not just about there's an emotional aspect,
Yes.
there's a mental aspect, there's a physical aspect, there's a spiritual aspect.
Yes.
You know, there are, I think people provide all that, but then the emotional part is where now becomes the issue
Yes.
about it.
Yes.
So your final remarks on this.
So in all that, to say it again, we've got to really be intentional. It is us to consciously decide we need to parent and to be there and to be present for our children. Even before you get married, you got to be ready to be available. Availability is not about the material things and all that, but you having a connection and growing up with your child. Yes.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Growing up with your child,
With your child.
holding their hand, because you are the best teacher, you are the best spiritual, you are the priest and everything to that child. Yes. And I guess that is the greatest work a human being has, to bring up another human being. It is the greatest work that we have. Kitambo tukuje hapo tuwahubirie gospel, hapana, wacha tuanzie home. It is the greatest gospel that you can ever preach, to bring up another human being the godly way, by being there.
By being there.
Just even the way God tells us that He never leave us nor forsake us. May we never leave and forsake our children. Yes.
That's a very good closing remarks from Daktari. Thank you so much, Daktari. Thank you even for the insights. Thank you for sharing with us. And I believe that our viewers right there who are watching us and who are going to watch this program later, they will be helped. There are so many things to talk about. So many things to talk about.
Yes.
You know, the intentionality, you know, the being there. So many things we can be able to revolve around this about parenting.
Yeah, yes.
And the Bible says that teach up your child in the way that he should go. Not just teaching them moral, not just teaching them you know, how to navigate around that, but also even emotionally teaching them how they're supposed even to respond, react, talk to people. And when they grow up, they will not depart from them.
Yes.
So I think it becomes wholesomely as a parent. Even it's a very big challenge to us who are heading there as parents, that we need to understand this aspect. And I believe even in God's structure of parenting, or even by bringing up these verses, they are very key for us when it comes to parenting. And it's going to be a wonderful and a great time when we are going to see this video in the next 20 years when we are talking about this. That has been Family Thursday. My name is Dennis Ole Jesus Kimani. Thank you so much, Daktari, Mrs. Jane Nganga, for being with us and sharing with us your insights. And from us, Mizpah TV, would like to remind you that from Monday the 17th to 21st, we are having the Ladies of Nobility Conference, and all ladies are invited to come to this Ladies of Nobility Conference, which will be here at Mizpah House of Prayer. So be here, come and be part of this great, wonderful conference, and your life will never be the same again. From us, it's a goodbye. See you next Thursday, same time, same place. God bless you.
Mizpah TV, keeping the fire of the altar burning.
We have been called to serve God freely and without fear. We therefore invite you for deliverance prayer sessions at Mizpah House of Prayer, Bahati, Nakuru.
Wewe ustahili kubeba maombi ya kishetani. You have power kupitia damu ya Yesu. Wewe una nguvu.
Join Apostle Jessica Ranja and Pastor Hudson Chihusa for in-person meetings every Thursday at 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. and encounter the power of God over you and your family.
There are things, you receive them not because you pray. It's just because you align yourself with the truth of God.
You may also join us online on our social media platforms and on Mizpah TV. Contact us on 0727-766-553 for accommodation bookings and more information. You will win in your life, your family, and your ministry, for the Lord is on your side.
Ninaamini tunapotafuta uso wa Bwana, makusudi ya Mungu yanashuka, ulinzi wa Mungu unashuka. Wakati unaanza kuomba, mbingu inakuwa attentive kwa maombi ya watakatifu. Mbingu inakuwa attentive kwa maombi ya kila yeyote aombaye kwa imani.
Praise the Lord. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. My name is Pastor Philip Mulinge. I'm a pastor at Mizpah House of Prayer. Have you heard about this book, Preparing for a Godly Marriage? This is a book that I have done, and I want to say that marriages don't fail because there is no love. Marriages largely fail because of no or poor preparation. And many people prepare for a wedding, but how many people prepare for marriage? And that is why God gave me a burden to do this book that will be a blessing to the body of Christ. If you have not gotten this book, you have an opportunity to get it. You can reach out to us and we will give you more details on how you can get the book. The book is available online Yes, it is available online. So if you're not in the country, you are outside the country, you can get it on seller.com and also on Amazon. This is a must-have book for us to have stable marriages in this generation. God bless you in Jesus' name.
Is there a possibility of a toxic relationship turning to being a good relationship? Is there a possibility?
Yes, there is. Kuna watu wanasema my husband is narcissist or something, but the truth of the matter, they are avoiding accountability. The second most important decision you can ever make after Christ is who you decide to marry. But the truth of the matter is, at this moment, you're earning more money than I am. What if God decided to provide for us through the wife? Because God can decide to do so.
When you tell Cheliako, I feel we should go out, and can you pray about it?
The fact that I got married to you didn't mean that I stopped thinking. It did not mean that I lost my interest. I lost my aspirations. The fact that you cannot bring your money into our relationship, that is financial infidelity. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and it is more telling than physical infidelity. A man is going through a very difficult patch in life. A woman has the ability to soften those sharp edges and rough edges of life. And that is the help that a woman brings.
Can you relate with this? I
was glad when they said unto me, let us go into the house of the Lord. Psalm 122 verse 1. Are you ready to recharge your spirit? Every Friday from 9 p.m., Mizpah House of Prayer invites you to join us for the prophetic night vigil. You can also watch us on Mizpah TV or on our social media platforms. Spend a night in His presence.
Mizpah TV, keeping the fire of the altar burning.
Hello and welcome to this weekly edition. Kipindi ukipendacho ni twende jikoni. The reason why twende jikoni, it's because tuliona tunakaa kwa studio sana. Tukasema twende jikoni. Kwa sababu jikoni licha na kuwa na shibe, jikoni kuna upishi bora. Pale kumbuka upishi bora unaleta afya nzuri. Karibu sana mtazamaji. Kama kawa hapa ni Mizpah TV, tukikwambia lengo letu ni kuleta 5-star hotel inakuja kwa pale kwako nyumbani. Kumbuka yote haya ni kwa hisani ya Bonnie's Cuisine. Wapishi number 1 wa vyakula, iwe ni hoteli, iwe ni wapi, iwe ni tamasha zote, wale wanapika. Na kama kawa mimi siongei kuhusu kupika sana, niko na Boni, lakini before Boni kuna jamaa tunakuaga naye na watu wanasemaga ya kwamba umsendi kama haongei. Vipi boss?
Hello guys, my name is Victor and mimi nawasaidia tu.
Ukisikia mzee anasema anatusaidia tu, ile kazi anafanya hapa, he's a senior chef, lakini humble, anatusaidia tu. Boni,
yes.
Vipi mkuu?
Salama sana.
Yes.
Karibuni watazamaji. Leo tunataka kufanya Spanish omelette. So Spanish cuisine done the Bonis way. So karibuni sana.
Spanish omelette.
Yes.
Spanish cuisine.
Yes.
Done Bonis way.
Yes.
Okay, wacha tuelezewe. Wewe, because mimi najua Spanish omelette ni mayai ukatwanga hivi mayai uweke kitunguu upike.
Naam. So as it is, hii tuko hapa hivi kwanza na mayai. Nimegonga mayai 5. Niko hapa na black pepper, niko na chumvi, niko na dania, niko na yellow hoho, green hoho, red hoho, onions na spring onions. Napenda kutumia spring onions kwa sababu kuna ile unique taste ambayo huwa inaleta na inasababisha vyakula vyote vinakuwa na upekee fulani.
Okay.
Yes. Kando na hiyo tutakuwa hapa na canola cooking oil. I recommend canola because najua ni mafuta ambayo yanawasaidia hata wale walio na shida ya moyo. Ni mafuta ambayo yako na omega 3 na naweza nikarecommend kwa kila mmoja. Karibuni sana.
Yes. Now, sasa after preparing all this, tunaenda sasa kwa nini, hebu nikuulize tu, labda unaweza kuko na hii jibu. Kwa nini ni Spanish omelette?
Ni origin yake, origin ya jinsi ambavyo virutubishi vinatumika.
Okay.
Spanish way.
Wow.
Yes.
Tuende kazi.
Asante. So nimeshagonga mayai haya 5. So tutaanza moja kwa moja kuongeza virutubishi vyetu. Niko na dania kiwango kidogo tu. Taweka yellow hoho. Hii ni menu ambayo, kumbuka mtazamaji, kwamba unaweza ukatumia chini ya dakika 5 kuandaa. Usije ukachelewa kazi kwa ajili ya kujaribu kuleta 5 star kwako.
So it's quick.
It's very quick and very simple.
Really?
Red hoho.
Oh, red hoho.
Yes, yes. These are the sweet.
Tofauti yake ni nini na green?
Ni rangi.
Oh.
Okay. Kinasa katika sanaa ya upishi tunaangalia hata urembo wa chakula. Yeah, chakula kiwe na rangi inayovutia. Kiwe na afya pia. Na kiwe na ubora wa kuvutia macho.
So mayai 5 sana sana una recommend iliwe na watu wangapi?
2.
Naam. Okay. Kwa sababu sitamaliza, ni jukumu langu wale ambao wanatuchukua kamera wafanye hima kunitendea wema, nijue sisi tutakula na nani. Remember, hapa ndani wewe wasoa kamera, hapa ndani ni deep state. Hapa uingio ovyo. Alpha. Yes, remember today we are doing Spanish omelette. Spanish omelette.
So tutaweka chumvi kwa kiwango chako tu. Isije ikawa nyingi sana na isije ikakosa kutoshea.
Okay.
Kisha mimi wakumbuka wale wa pilipili. Marafiki zangu sana hao. Isije ikawa kwa wingi. Japo tu kwa kiwango cha kuvutia. So tutaichanganya zote pamoja. Chef, naomba unihakishie pan. Weka canola. Kwa mtazamo tu unaweza ukashuhudia kwamba rangi yenyewe yavutia.
Yes.
Hapa kuna mchanganyiko wa rangi ya kijani, rangi ya manjano, rangi nyekundu. Naam. Ni nzuri, ni nzuri. Na vivyo hivyo itajileta hata ikiwa imeiva.
Wow. So kwa upishi wa huo hai take time, haichukui muda mrefu.
Haitachukua muda mrefu.
Yes.
Huu ni upishi ambao kama ni breakfast yako unaweza ukaila na mkate. Unaweza ukawa na mkate. Mara nyingi pia wakati unafanya cuisine ambayo ni nje ya nchi, hata kama umeifanya kwa mbinu zako, ni vizuri kuhusisha something indigenous. In this case we recommend nduma. Naomba tu nipitishe hiyo nduma ya. Yeah. Nilikuwa nimeiandaa kwa urahisi mno. Nduma haina procedure refu, ni kuchemsha tu na maji.
Okay.
Kwa hivyo hii iko tayari kula.
Iko tayari?
Naam.
Sasa hii hakuna madoido mengi.
Hakuna madoido. So ukiwa na 2 slices of bread, this one, na ukuwe na a slice of nduma, na kikombe chako cha chai ama kahawa, you are good to go.
Nasukuma kusukuma.
Naam.
Yes, mtazamaji, kumbuka ni mambo ambayo sisi tunakuletea hapa Mizpah TV kuhakikisha kwamba wewe umepata ama umebahatika zaidi kuwa mpishi. Na mimi huambia mtu yale ambayo tunayafanya hapa Mizpah TV. Kumbuka tunakufanyia haya ili ukiwa pale nyumbani angalau ubadilishe. Usije tu ukapika kitu tunaita mashakura. Tunapika chakula ambacho ni kitamu. Na hii yote inaweza tendeka kwa mwanaume ama mwanamke, bibi ama bwana. Unaweza amua wewe ujifunze kupika na umpikie bibi yako chakula kitamu. Na unaweza amua kupika nawe umpikie bwana wako chakula kitamu. Hivyo basi ni jukumu lako kujua kama utaenda hivi ama utaenda vile. Kumbuka kuna venye unaweza pikia bwana wako manzee. Akikaa tu kwa ofisi manzee na miss kwenda huko. Kama mimi hujiuliza boni sasa kwako nyumbani hamwezi zuzuana na wife kama hajui kupika. Akipika mashakura pale utaleta issues my friend.
Na haya masuala ya kibinafsi mno, lakini naweza nikasema kwamba chakula kikiwa cha kuvutia, aidha kipikwe na mwanamume ama na mwanamke, kizuri ni kizuri.
Yes.
Naam.
Wow. Sasa twende tukakiwekelea ama bado?
Pani yetu hivi. Bado kidogo tu.
Yes. Mimi
kidogo.
Mimi wife vile ninaendelea nikijua kupika. Manze jichunge sana. Kwa sababu vile nitakupikia mimi kule mashakura tutakosana mbaya sana. Wow.
I think pani yetu ishakuwa. Weka kidogo tu. Shika tu. Moja tu. Ongeza. Tosha. Basi. Buku balance. Kiasi. That.
So mtazamaji, wacha tuende break kidogo, but usiende mbali. Mtazamaji, sisi tuko hapa. Usiende mbali, tunarejea baada ya matangazo haya ya biashara. We are coming back, don't go away.
Mizpah TV, keeping the fire of the altar burning.
Welcome back. Na sasa tuangalie omelette yetu, Spanish omelette yetu iko vipi. Sasa hapo ndio
So inakuwa tu kwa ulegevu. Unahakikisha mkono wako, the relationship between the wrist and the elbow sikuwe na coordination ya urahisi. Wakati unageuza usifanye na uzito, usikauke, legeza tu kwa urahisi.
Hiyo basi nikipika Spanish omelette hiyo ni kung fu. Jikoni kuko na kung fu na hiyo ninaingaura, ninapoteza yote. But anyway, it's delicious. Hata kabla hatujasaviwa, kinaonekana ni chakula ambacho kinavutia sana.
Na pia ukweli ni kwamba kuna wale ambao wanapenda kula mayai yakiwa yameiva kwa kiwango wastani. Kuna wale wanapenda yakiwa yameiva sana.
Yes.
So wewe unapenda vipi?
Mimi hata sijui. Mimi bora ni mayai na imeitwa Spanish. Na imepikwa na chef.
So katika kulegeza elbow na wrist, fanya tu hivyo kwa urahisi.
Hiyo
tayari mayai yetu yameshaiva.
Hiyo ni kisomo ingine. Haya, ndio I'm assuring you kwa sababu ninarudi kupika. Wow.
There you go.
Iko hapa
kwa urahisi sana.
Kumbuka haya ni mayai mawili. Bado kuna nyingine huko, hiyo itaiva baadaye. Yangu imeiva.
Naam.
Well, tuko hapa na tayari our Spanish omelette is ready. Na hii ulisema tunaiserve na ndoma.
Naam. Just a minute.
Okay. My friend. Hii sasa ndio ukienda pale kwenye hoteli kubwa sana unapata ukiuziwa maelfu ya pesa.
Naam.
Lakini kumbe ni yai tu alafu likapakwa madoido. Nikawa ni yai tamu.
Kwa kiwango kidogo tu.
Hii hata kama mtu akulangi mayai. Hii kama huwa uli mayai. Ukienda hospitalini daktari anakuandikia mayai. Hakuandikia hii kwa sababu hii si kama yai tu la kawaida. Hii ni kitu kingine tofauti. Well, this breakfast. Sasa unaweka pale kachai ama kahawa.
Naam.
Na mambo inakuwa ni hivyo sasa.
Mambo inakuwa ni lwala. Kwa hivyo karibu.
Asante sana. Kama kawaida mimi tunapofika hapa ndio the place ile nina participate fully. Hapa hauniondoi bana. Hapa uniondoi. Hapa hatapataki flexibility ya mikono, sijui kugeuza. Hapa ni kukula mlo. Lakini kwa sababu ya hii nilifunzwa hapa na Boni, aliniambia kwamba una ini ya kuweka hivi kisha unakata na alafu unaacha. Bado unaacha hapo?
Naam.
Ukitoa hivi that's a weapon. Mtazamaji, Boni, ninapoonja jiandae kutuambia kule tutakupata.
Naam. Kwanza kabisa kabla tujafikia hapo, naweza penda tu kusaidia tu kwa ufupi kwamba pia unaweza kata namna hii. Kisha kata, naweza support na kisu. Ilete hivyo, support kisha udunge.
Okay.
Anapoendelea mtazamaji, napenda kutoa shukrani zangu kwa ajili ya programu hii ya leo, na naomba kwamba uzingatie maakuli kama haya yakiwemo yale ya indigenous kwa ajili ya afya yako. Hii unaruhusiwa kunywa na kahawa yako au machai ya aina yoyote. Hadi wakati mwingine, majina ni Boniface Wasilwa for Bonnie's Cuisine, located in Avenue Park Estate, Nairobi. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you very much. Na mimi kama kawaida nikifunga kipindi mimi ukuambia. Hebu imagine Bonnie amekupikia hivyo kwa event. Chakula tamu hivyo. Alafu MC ni mimi. Ni mimi. Hiyo nakwambia hiyo sherehe itakuwa sherehe yenye imeiva. Kumbuka haya yote tunaifanyia hapa Mizpah TV. Kipindi ni Twende Jikoni. Kipindi ambacho kinakuletea 5 star pale kwako nyumbani. Kama kawa mimi ukukumbusha, ukitaka kupikiwa chakula fulani, kama hii chakula ni mtu alirequest tupike Spanish omelette, ukitaka kupikiwa chakula fulani, wewe tuandikia rafa kwenye nambari ya simu unaona pale, kisha sisi tutakuja hapa na Bonnie. Hatutaogopa, sisi hatutachagua wala kubagua, tutakupikia chakula ambacho kimepikwa kikapikika. So tuonanani, mimi wacha nimalize kukula hii sasa. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mizpah TV, keeping the fire of the altar burning.